Good day, I'm Charles Barkwill, and I would like to talk about something that is near and dear to me, and I believe you also. That something is Barkwill Elementary School. For many of you watching this now, it is because Barkwill School played such a large part in making you who you are today. As shown in this 1874 Cleveland map, my family owned the land that the school would eventually be built on. I was quite proud that when the new neighborhood school was finally integrated with the area's first school in 1896 that it was given my family name, Barkwill. I was born in a much different time, on August 6, 1847, and passed away on March 27, 1932, but, from my current vantage point, I can see clearly, Barkwill School in the late 1950s and 1960s was also unique. It is the small things that one remembers, such as being given the honor of going out on the fire escape to clap the chalkboard erasers after doing well in class. Or perhaps something bigger, like being the announcer at the 6th grade graduation ceremony. As for myself, I never participated, but fire escape tag after school was quite the rage. Who remembers it? It's a wonder no one called the police or broke their neck. Teachers and staff like Mrs. Carmichael seen here at the annual school Halloween parade. Others, Mrs. Feltus, Mrs. Thomason, Mrs. Schwegel, Mrs. Bustamante, Mr. Adriano, Mr. Butler, Mrs. Gabbard, Mrs. Sawyer, Mrs. Coleman, Mr. Birch, Principal Fuss, and Principal Blank. Walking to school, we all did it then, no buses, no hurry, no snow days, and of course, uphill, both ways. Such good times. Still school and winter went together in Cleveland, rubber boots, galoshes, thick corduroy pants, long heavy jackets with oversized buttons, scarves, and lots of scratchy wool. And still wind gusts, blowing girls' skirts around. Boys had it easier, I believe. You could end up late for class by helping some cars that were stuck along the way. Barkwill School reached its final form in 1905, and was quite an innovative and modern building at the time. Mayor, at the time, Ralph Buck and other involved parents went to the school as their area polling location. About that, I say, just vote. So many fond memories before, after, and during school. So much potential. So in closing, I hope you enjoyed this little look back to a different time and place, and I sincerely wish you all peace and prosperity. Lastly, here are two of my favorite quotes: yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, which is why we call it the present. And, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards.